Hello, Pisces. Here's your reading for February 12th through about the 18th. These are general. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work. And if you find this reading at a later date, there may be something in it for you. But let's see what the cards have to say. In your recent past energies, you have the Page of Pentacles. In your current situation, you have the Four of Pentacles. In your near future, you have the Six of Cups. Your challenge for the week is the Magician in reverse, and what is recommended for you is strength. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles indicates that in your recent past, you've actually started something that you're still learning. I feel like this is something you've been doing for a long time, but the pages are kind of the students. So you might have been doing whatever this represents for you for a while, but you're now trying to learn a new skill with it. You're coming at it a little different. You're trying to learn some of the practical applications with it. This could indicate that you're learning a new program. This could indicate that you're learning, if you have a business, maybe you need to learn different kind of marketing techniques, or this is something you could have gone back to school for a different certification for your career or anything. It could be something with your house. Maybe you've decided that you're going to put new flooring down and you've learned about the best flooring to put down or how to do that. So something you've kind of gained some knowledge. You actually actively suck out knowledge, not sucked out knowledge. You actually actively pursued more knowledge in an aspect of your life. In whatever this represents for you, you went and you were trying to learn something more so it could be beneficial for you going forward. But now you're in this Four of Pentacles energies indicates that you're kind of like, you're held on to something. You're holding on to something. Now, I kind of feel that this might be certain type of beliefs or ways of doing things. So I feel like you're kind of, I don't want to say stuck, but you might know you need to move forward with something, but you're kind of stalling on it a little bit. You might be a little nervous that what you want to do or the way you want to do it might wind up screwing you. There might be some backlash or there might be some problems with it. So you're kind of like holding on to whatever this, I really feel like this is some type of belief system or a way of doing a certain situation in your life currently. You're just like holding on, or this could even be that you're holding on financially. You don't want to invest in something because you're kind of nervous of how the future is going to look or what's going to happen, so you're just like holding on. You're in this kind of like stuck mode a little bit, kind of just holding on tightly, just afraid to really make a move in any certain specific direction. Now, what's coming in for you is the Six of Cups, and I really feel like this is saying that with whatever this is, you're actually going to be making new memories. I really get that. Like, I feel, because this is in your future, I think whatever you're doing, you're actually going to wind up eventually down the road looking back at this time and kind of remembering that this could have been like a turning point in your life, like where you shifted from one way of doing something to something more beneficial for you. Because I think that this is really positive. Now, your challenge for the week is the Magician in reverse, and this is kind of indicating that for some of you, you might feel that you don't have everything you need to move forward in this new direction. Like, you might feel that you're missing something, like you don't have all the pieces or all the elements to really proceed forward. And I think that's why you're kind of staying stuck. But for others, it could be that it could indicate that you're trying something, it's going slowly, so you're feeling like you're stalling out, but you're not actually stalling out. It's just kind of going slowly, or maybe there's certain situations a little bit outside your current grasp that are affecting the situation. So I would say that you just have to keep pushing forward and kind of ride it out a little bit. But for some reason, you just feel like things are not quite working the way you want them to work. You're either feeling you don't have enough resources or you don't have the ability or something. But the Magician to me says that you do have everything, because regardless if he's reversed or not, he's here saying that like you actually have all the pieces. It's just you may be feeling like you don't have everything, or you may be feeling like you should be making more progress than you actually are. But what's recommended for you is the Strength card. Now, she's all about going the long haul. So this is saying that just stick it out because she's not giving up. Oh no, this woman is not giving up. Like, she's going to be friends with this cat if it's the last thing she does. Like, she's very determined. She knows that sometimes you're going to go through slower periods than others. She knows it. She's not worried about it. She's just going to do every day what she needs to do, the little steps to get to where she needs to go. So this is saying just hang in there. She's saying hang in there, just keep on going. Keep reworking it if you need to. Keep trying new things out, because I feel like what's coming in for you, I think this moment is actually going to turn out to be something super positive in the future, and it might be like a turning point for you. It might be something down the road where you remember and as like, okay, this was the moment when I tried this and it actually worked out, So I think that you're going to be making a new memory with this situation, and I think it's going to be something positive. So you just need to hang in there. Okay, let's see what else we get for you. And you have a starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Red jasper, take action. And these three came out, so we're going to take all three. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. And self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So, starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. This is just saying that you just need to be open right now. I think like with this Four of Pentacles here, this is a little closed off energy. And even with the Magician being your challenge, it's like you're a little closed off. The Magician thinks, oh, he can't get it done. He doesn't have everything. But so he's not being open to like everything. Sometimes there's ways to do things around other things, So I think this is saying that you just need to shift that mindset and be like kind of open to trying new situations out, or just be open to new situations coming to you. And actually, when they do come to you, take them into consideration. So you just have to stay open. And red jasper, take action. And I think this is trying to shift you out of these two moments here where you're feeling stuck. You're not really moving forward with the Four of Pentacles, and even the Magician in reverse. He feels like he doesn't have enough to get things going. He feels things are not really making progress. So he's getting a little bit disheartened. He's not really going still as strongly as he should. He's not really feeling like he's going to get to his goal. So take action. And the strength is sitting here and telling you, like, you just need to take action. You just need to stay with it. Like, you just need to keep on keeping on. An engagement ring, engagement, partnerships, commitment, eternity, completion, union. And I feel like this is saying that you're going to have something coming in for you that is really going to last this test of time. Now, this could be a relationship, or this could just be something that an idea or a business or a concept or a friendship, whatever it is for you that you're actually going to enjoy and you're going to be committed to for the long haul. Or at least, it's not marriage, but you're definitely committed to it. You're going to see if you can get through the engagement period with it. So something is coming in for you, or this situation, as you move forward with it, I think it's going to be something that you're going to be more committed to than down the road. And I think that's why the Six of Cups is here, because you're going to look back eventually and be like, yeah, this was a good idea. Okay, then Axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Now, I feel like the stopping the pattern is this kind of idea or concept that you can't do it, or it's not feasible, or this somehow I feel like you're stopping yourself. You're not being open, or you might not be taking action as decisively currently. You might not even be believing in yourself that you can actually achieve it. So I think you need to kind of stop that. And self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. And I kind of feel like you need to appreciate yourself a little bit. And I think sometimes when you because some of this stuff might be from residue from past experiences. Like sometimes past experiences that didn't go well, it's like a scum that stays on our brains. It's like this like residue, a film of negativity that just like gets on your brain, and you just can't get it out. You kind of think about it every time something comes up. It's like, oh, maybe I can't do that. So that is this scum. It's like a film, and it's like a mold. You know, you think you got rid of the mold, then all of a sudden a mold spore pops up, new mold, you know? So you got to really take the time, or just really believe in yourself that you're capable and you have the strength to push forward, and just acknowledge your self-worth, you know? And sometimes when you heal from past experiences, it's not always easy. It's not always smooth sailing, but just one step at a time. But just don't let those past experience scum taint your future. Okay, now unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Now, I wonder for some of you if that's what spurred this Page of Pentacles moment, because he kind of is deciding that, you know, he needs to learn something else, something new, because maybe the way you were doing things in the future, there wasn't enough to keep it sustainable. It wasn't sustainable because everything's always changing. Like, so if this is a business or whatever this represents for you, technology, everything is always changing, and you have to always be staying current with what you're doing. So I feel like whatever you were doing, you realize that you have to shift or adapt to the new situations, the new surroundings, the new market. Even kind of, it could indicate like friendships that weren't good for you, that you've outgrown certain things. And I feel like you kind of went on this journey to try to deepen your knowledge about whatever situation this is. And I feel like you already knew there wasn't enough attraction or chemistry in the way you were doing something to keep it going for the long haul. And that's why you started this Page of Pentacles, kind of trying to find out a better way to do something. So that's good. Okay, now let's get a little quote for you. Okay, now we'll take these three. Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. When it rains, look for the rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. The flower doesn't dream of the bee. It blossoms and the bee comes. So be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. It's saying, like, don't worry. Like, don't worry if you want to stand out or whatever. Just like, you do you. Don't focus on everybody else. You just focus on yourself. And take pride in yourself. And when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. And I feel like if you're having a moment where you're feeling stalled out a little bit, just look at the brighter side of the situation, you know? So try to see the positive, because sometimes when you start seeing the positive, you're shifting your mindset about, you know, oh, look, this is going right. Because every time, if you look for the negative in everything, you are going to find the negative in everything. Like, it's not hiding. The negative in everything is going to come right to you. You're going to be like, oh, there it is. But sometimes you kind of need to look for the positive, but the positive is always there. And the flower doesn't dream of the bee. It blossoms and the bee comes. And I think this is saying that almost like, don't worry about the future. And if you're planning, because I feel like some of this, the Four of Pentacles here, and even the Magician in reverse, it could be you're kind of worried about the future or something, and you're not really getting things moving because you're kind of stalled out. But just, if you don't worry about how things are going to transpire, just kind of be in your creative element now, or just focus on right this second. I think as you build this or redo whatever this is, things are going to be attracted to you because you are, in a way, like you're blossoming, or you're growing something into existence, or you're just trying to, you're getting into a better place for yourself. So that's great. Okay, now let's see what Bob Ross has to say for you today. You really can learn to be creative as you paint. It's like anything else. It just takes a little practice. Now, this is just saying that whatever this is, you might still be learning. You might still be at some type of phase where you're expanding further, you're pushing something further, but you're still kind of working out the details. And this is just saying practice makes perfect. Don't worry about making mistakes, because I'm sure certain things you can kind of adjust as you go along. So that's just saying be flexible, remain flexible. And let's get an affirmation for you. Okay. Today I am powerful. Today my potential to succeed and conquer challenges is limitless. So that is great. And that's a great mindset to have, because she knows she's limitless. She's like, she's going to conquer all her challenges. She's not worried. And she knows sometimes there's going to be setbacks, but she understands that's part of the process and you learn from those setbacks. So she's going to push forward. You learn more from having setbacks and screwing things up than you will ever learn from something going 100% right. That's just, unfortunately, that's how it is. Okay, let's find out what spirit of the dish will be with you in this week. Okay, so this is looking at me. You have the spirit of the constant, which is the spirit of the bacon. And you also, this one kind of jumped out on the side, and we'll take him because I feel like he could be fitting too. So you also have the king of drinks, which is the spirit of the coffee. So for some of you, I feel like you can kind of be working at something and you're really needing to stay focused and kind of alert and aware and awake at the moment to try to work out the details. So I feel like those both are important here for you today. And you have, for your dinner and a movie, you have horror movies and Chinese food, which sounds like a really nice time for me. Now, you also have Aries, and Aries is about energy, initiative, and kind of like, it could be a little temperamental, but it's also, they could be a little impatient as well. So you might be kind of being a little impatient, but it also has like that fiery energy a little bit, that like kind of like, like you want war, we'll go to war type of energy. That's how sometimes, you know, a little competition, like it's on now, you know, type of feeling. So if you're looking for problems, you're going to find a problem. Anyway, so you also have Capricorn here, which is about, it's about restrictions, responsibilities, and life lessons. Now, you also have Mars, which is about energy, initiative, and that temper. So it's like that kind of Aries energy. So I think right now you need to have that, be in that mindset that like you can overcome, you can conquer. Like if you need to go to battle with something, even sometimes if you lose the battle, you have to be seeing the war. Okay. Sometimes we lose the battle, but Aries is going to know that there's a war raging on. Like you might lose a battle here and there, but you're going to win the war. You just have to have that fixed, like, never die attitude, and you're going to win the long game. So that's kind of how you have to come with this. So, because now it's like a competition. Now it's a challenge, you know. In Aries, they're into that. So now you also have the moon, which represents emotions and habits. And the third house represents communication, intellect, communities, and relationships. And the 11th house represents originality, humanitarianism, connections, and creative ideas. Okay. So you have B, S, Q, L, L, S, W, E, 6 and 3. And you have courage. And I think this is just saying that you need to have the strength and you need to have courage. This is definitely going with the strength card. Sometimes you have to have the courage to, if you're going into territory that you've never really went into before, if this is a new situation or you're trying something different out, you just need to have faith and you need to have the courage to actually try it. Some people just never even try anything. They get stuck. Don't get stuck, Pisces. Like, you could do it, Pisces. You just need to have that belief in yourself and just stick a toe in it. You know, start, take a step. Let's see what little charmy we get for you. Okay. Oh, you have the sunglasses. Now, to me, this is saying that your future is so bright that you're going to need to wear shades. That's what this is saying to me. But this could also be saying that, like, if you're getting in your head and worried about things that are not actually, like, happening, you're kind of having these fears, in a way, you need to put your imaginary sunglasses on, because then that dims all of that mess and you're now focusing on like what is ahead of you. So maybe you have to put your mental sunglasses on to your own brain and be like, I'm not going to entertain or look at all these hypothetical situations that are not actually based in reality and have a very high probability of never actually being based in reality. And I'm just going to look at what's actually in front of me, the reality of it. So just maybe you need to ignore some of that internal mental chatter and just like focus on, okay, today, what can you do today? What can you do tomorrow to reach your longer goals, and just stay like super kind of focused on that. Okay, we have our special guest yet again with us here today. Let me bring him over. Okay, Pisces, think of your question and let us ask. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate prediction device that's ever run off of batteries. What is the answer to Pisces' question?
It is a certainty.
He said it is a certainty. Mr. Predicto is a man of many words, and those were the words he chose to speak here today. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.